Have you ever felt on the verge of a magnificent breakthrough, yet the key wasn't in your hands, but in an overheard snippet of conversation? Unbelievable. For you, Gemini, September is the month when the universe reveals its secrets through casual phrases, news headlines, and unspoken words. Your wealth, your chance at incredible success, it's all in the air, waiting for you to grasp it. Jupiter, the planet of abundance, is now in a harmonious aspect with your ruler, Mercury, forming a portal to financial luck you've never known. This isn't just luck, it's a cosmic design meant to elevate you to a new level. During these days, you're like a radio receiver tuned to a unique frequency, picking up signals invisible to others. Your mind is a living radar, continuously scanning the airwaves for missing pieces of the bigger picture. You feel like a detective being fed clues, but without clear instructions, without a complete dossier. It seems as if the world around you whispers hints, yet you can't grasp the full meaning. This feeling isn't accidental. The universe deliberately provides information in doses to activate your natural intuition and analytical abilities. Snippets of phrases from a nearby table at a cafe, a casually overheard radio segment, a news headline that suddenly catches your eye, or even a stranger's remark on the street. None of this is just noise. These are all pieces of a gigantic puzzle that the universe has carefully scattered around you. Each such coincidence carries encoded information, directly or indirectly, pointing to new opportunities for enrichment, career breakthroughs, or solutions to long-standing problems. Your task is not to dismiss these fragments, but to note them, record them, and analyze them. Connect the dots, and a clear path to your goal will unfold before you. This time demands not passive waiting, but active listening and interpretation. Learn to hear not only the words, but also what lies behind them, to grasp the vibrations and subtexts. It is in this art that your power lies in September. Intuition will be your compass, and a sharp mind your tool for decryption. Every overheard word can turn into a goldmine if you learn to see it not just as a sound, but as a powerful impulse to action. Gather these disparate fragments, and you will gain not only wealth, but also invaluable insight into the mechanisms of the universe. This is the moment when the ancient cosmic principle, known as the alchemy of the word, activates for you, Gemini. This is not merely a metaphor, but a fundamental law of September's reality. Any information you hear or read, no matter how insignificant it may seem, holds the potential for materialization. Your task is not just to listen, but to transform, to convert fleeting sounds and letters into tangible abundance. This period marks a profound transformation. Background noise becomes the building material for your future. The universe, your great mentor, does not provide ready-made solutions. It offers a tool you already possess, your intellect and your ability to communicate. True value lies not in possessing data, but in interpreting and applying it. In September, every word, symbol, and hint can be deciphered as part of a treasure map, leading to financial heights or a new phase of personal development. Your curiosity and analytical mind are powerful catalysts for creating a new reality. You are the alchemist, capable of transforming the abstract into concrete results. Embrace this role, and the doors of opportunity will open wide. This cosmic law demands not only attentiveness, but also the courage to act. Do not be afraid to misinterpret. The very process of searching and connecting the dots triggers a chain reaction of synchronicities. Your thoughts and intentions, reinforced by random hints, create a powerful gravitational field that attracts what you desire. In September, you are not just listening to the world, you are shaping it with your perception and reaction. Remember, words have weight, and what is said or heard today can become the foundation of your triumph tomorrow. But how do you discern this primal impulse amidst the cacophony of everyday life? How do you distinguish a messenger of fate from the mundane noise that merely distracts? The universe will not knock twice. Its first, truly significant sign will arrive not as a thunderous decree, but as the subtlest yet piercing vibration that suddenly cuts through your ordinary routine. It might be a single, unexpectedly uttered word in a crowd, a name accidentally heard on the radio that makes your heart beat faster, or a phrase from a book opened at random that suddenly illuminates a long-standing dilemma. It could be a sudden phone call from someone you haven't spoken to in a long time, but whose voice carries something more than just a greeting. In that moment, you will feel not just interest, but a powerful inner push, an undeniable sense that what you are experiencing is more than just a coincidence. Your consciousness, like a finely tuned tuning fork, will catch the resonance. This is the very messenger sent by fate itself to awaken you from slumber and point you in a direction. It will not provide a ready answer, but it will ignite a spark of curiosity that will transform your perception. You will begin to see the world not as a chaotic collection of events, but as a carefully designed system of signs, each awaiting decipherment. This first powerful signal will be the catalyst. It will compel you not just to listen, but to search, not just to see, but to discern. Your natural perceptiveness, amplified by the cosmic energy of September, will reach its peak, allowing you to grasp the invisible threads between seemingly disparate events. You are the protagonist of this detective story, where every detail matters. The first sign is an invitation to a game where your future and untapped potential are at stake. Do not miss this subtle yet fateful hint. It is the cornerstone from which the construction of your new, abundant world will begin. It will trigger a chain reaction of synchronicities leading to your cherished goal. This subtle yet fateful hint that pierced your everyday routine is not just a new stage. It is the culmination of a long journey you have traveled, not always realizing its true meaning. For a long time, you, Gemini, felt yourself in the epicenter of a mental storm. Your mind, eternally active and hungry for knowledge, often became a battlefield for hundreds of ideas that, like butterflies, fluttered but never settled into concrete actions. Indecisiveness, dictated by the desire to grasp the immeasurable, led to a scattering of forces, to a feeling of chronic fatigue and underachievement. You carried this invisible baggage of unfinished projects and missed opportunities, and it, like an anchor, slowed down your true potential. It seemed that every road that opened before you immediately branched into 100 others, forcing you to rush about in search of that one correct direction. This inner tension, this pursuit of perfection in everything at once, often turned into frustration. You felt energy slipping through your fingers, leaving behind only a slight taste of bitterness from unfulfilled hopes. The universe observed this internal struggle, this endless search for focus. And now, with the first powerful signal already given, it offers you not just comfort, but a real tool to transform all this experience into a focused, powerful impulse. September is your chance to finally gather all the scattered pieces of your genius, cast aside doubts, and direct all your energy into one clear, defined channel. This is a time when your inner chaos transforms into an ordered force, capable of creation. But know this September will change everything. For the first time in a long while, all the information streams that have been swirling chaotically around you will converge into one dazzling point. What seemed yesterday like a fleeting idea, a momentary insight, or a vague premonition will now transform into your most valuable asset. A tangible, powerful possession. Your sharpened mind, previously flitting between 1,000 possibilities, now acts like a powerful magnet, attracting precisely the fragments of reality necessary to complete your grand puzzle. Every detail, every hint, every snippet of conversation that once seemed like background noise now takes on new prophetic meaning. They cease to be disparate elements and assemble into a unified, magnificent tapestry of your future reality. This is not mere coincidence or luck, it is the culmination of a cosmic plan that has long been forming around you. The universe, seeing your desire for clarity and focus, opens a portal where the abstract becomes concrete and dreams become reality. Trust in this incredible synchronicity, for it is the direct path to your financial independence and personal flourishing. Your boldest visions, long suspended in the air, now find solid ground. You are not just collecting information, you are activating it, triggering a chain reaction of events that will inevitably lead to your desired outcome. September is the month when your inner readiness meets outer opportunity, creating an unprecedented breakthrough. It is time to turn mental wealth into material wealth, This process of materializing mental wealth is not an abstract act. It unfolds in specific areas of your life, where every word gains its weight and direction. The universe, like a skilled conductor, directs streams of information into 3 key locations, each carrying a unique set of clues and challenges. Your task is not just to be present, but to actively interact with these streams, extracting their very essence. The first such location is the crossroads of relationships. Here, snippets of phrases from other people's conversations, chance encounters, or even long-forgotten dialogues that resurface in memory can catalyze deep personal transformations. The challenge lies in distinguishing true intentions from superficial words, grasping the unspoken and reading between the lines. The opportunity, however, is grand. Through these seemingly fleeting exchanges of information, you can resolve long-standing conflicts, forge unexpected but highly fruitful alliances, or meet someone whose influence will radically alter your life's trajectory. This is a time for deciphering emotional codes and subtexts that will unlock new facets of understanding and partnership. Next are the information flows of career. Within the office hustle, news feeds, specialized articles, or even casual exchanges with colleagues lie the keys to professional growth. The main challenge here is to recognize genuine trends and innovative impulses amidst the informational noise, without being swayed by false signals. But if you learn to hear the whispers of the market, to pick up on subtle hints about new projects or restructuring, unprecedented prospects will open before you. This is a chance not just to advance in your career, but to discover your true calling, launch a startup you've long dreamed of, or find an entirely new niche where your unique talent will find maximum application and bring abundance. Every name you hear, every headline related to your field, could be part of a larger strategy for success. And finally, the formulas of finance. This is where words transform into the sound of coins and snippets of conversation into investment strategies. The challenge lies in not missing details, not dismissing seemingly trivial advice or casually overheard numbers. The opportunity, however, is to decipher these financial codes, see non-obvious assets, recognize hidden risks, and predict favorable moments for investments or sales. A casually dropped phrase about a new project, information about a change in leadership at a company, or even a stranger's recommendation could be that missing element that leads to the multiplication of your capital. In September, your financial intuition, bolstered by analysis of what you hear, will become an infallible compass to prosperity. All 3 of these spheres are closely intertwined, forming a single network of opportunities. By deciphering the universe's messages in each of them, you are not just solving individual problems, but creating a holistic architecture for your future, where every connection, every idea, and every number harmoniously complements the others. In this grand design, Gemini, you are assigned a unique and paramount role, that of the architect of meanings. Your mission in September goes beyond simply catching hints. You are called to become an active creator of your own reality, building it from those very invisible threads that connect the disparate elements of the universe. You are no longer a passive observer or a detective gathering clues. You are the one who designs the edifice of your future, using every overheard phrase as a brick, every hint as a blueprint, and every number as a calculation for the load-bearing structure. This role requires not only sharpened hearing, but also deep inner vision. You are to transform informational chaos into an ordered structure that will become the foundation for your prosperity. Your natural analytical abilities, complemented by the powerful intuitive channel now open to you, allow you to see not just data, but its potential, not just words, but their hidden energy, capable of materialization. You are the conduit through which abstract ideas take form, and vague premonitions become a clear route to a goal. Your task as the architect of meanings is not only decipherment, but also synthesis. You take fragments from the crossroads of relationships, the information flows of career, and the formulas of finance, and, like a skilled weaver, you interlace them into a single strong tapestry. This tapestry is not just a set of opportunities, but a living, breathing map of your future, where each knot is a decision, each intertwining is a new connection, and each pattern is realized potential. It is in this process of creation In this active formation of meaningful connections, that you unlock your true genius and activate the flow of abundance. You are not just seeking answers, you are creating them, giving form to the invisible and bringing the desired into being. However, Gemini, even the most skilled architect, having built a grand blueprint in their mind, must at some point move from conception to embodiment. And precisely now, as all the fragments of your future are woven into a single tapestry, your celestial ruler, Mercury, leans in, whispering its ancient wisdom. Its message is clear and piercing, like a ray of light breaking through the fog of mental fluctuations. Stop gathering information, it's time to use it. Your most important word has yet to be spoken. This wisdom is not a call to blind action, but a subtle impulse for transformation. You have already gathered all the necessary elements, built the most complex logical chains, and even felt resonance with the cosmic plan. But the true power of the alchemy of the word manifests not in accumulating knowledge, but in activating it. Imagine holding the remote control of your reality, but not yet having pressed the start button. Mercury urges you to move from endless analysis to decisive, focused action that will become the cornerstone of your new world. Your most important word is not just a phrase. It is the concentrated energy of your intention aimed at materialization. It is that final decision, that inner declaration, which spoken or felt with full conviction will make the universe respond. It summarizes all the deciphered messages, all the woven meanings, and transforms them into a powerful catalyst for creating abundance. This word is your personal command to the universe, the final touch in your project, after which construction begins. Do not seek new clues until you have activated the ones you already possess. The time has come not only to hear, but to speak with your action, your choice, your will. This is your moment, Gemini, to turn the whisper of the universe into a resounding declaration of your victory. But even as your most important word is ready to be spoken, the universe, in its infinite wisdom, has reserved one last, most unexpected impulse for you. It will not come from obvious sources, not from carefully analyzed data, but from the most unpredictable depths of everyday life. Imagine this: you have already gathered all the pieces of the puzzle, but one tiny yet absolutely essential detail suddenly falls into your hands thanks to someone's careless remark. This, Gemini, is how the concluding chord of September will manifest. Help will come from where you least expect it, disguised as an ordinary coincidence. It could be a long-forgotten contact suddenly appearing on the horizon with an offer you once considered unrealistic, or an old friend you haven't spoken to in years suddenly calls, and in their casual phrase, you catch that missing piece. Perhaps you'll open a book to a random page, and a single line will become the key to solving a long-standing dilemma. The most paradoxical and powerful, however, is a snippet of someone else's conversation, overheard in a cafe or on public transport, which seemingly has nothing to do with you, but suddenly resonates with your inner inquiries, illuminating the path to action. It is precisely in this random, sometimes even absurd at first glance information, that the spark is contained which will finally ignite your most important word. This is not just a hint, it is an activator, a trigger. The universe is testing your readiness to see signs where no one else would notice them. Your task is not to miss this subtle yet piercing whisper of fate, which will sound like an echo of your own, as yet unspoken, intention. It will be the final element in your architecture of meanings, transforming a mental blueprint into tangible reality. Trust this unexpected source, for it is the last step to your victory. However, Gemini, as this puzzle of abundance unfolds before you, and every element seemingly awaits its place, an ancient foe may awaken within you, your own reflection in the labyrinth of endless possibilities. Precisely now, on the threshold of a grand breakthrough, your unique nature becomes both your greatest asset and a potential trap. You, masters of word and thought, are accustomed to juggling ideas, exploring every path before choosing one. But September demands something different. It demands a final choice, a decisive step, not further contemplation. This internal temptation manifests as a mental labyrinth of mirrors. In each reflection, you see another seemingly brilliant opportunity, another path, another interpretation of already deciphered messages. What if, whispers one mirror. Perhaps there's a better option, echoes another. This kaleidoscope of thoughts, once a source of your adaptability, now risks turning into paralyzing indecision. You might begin to doubt the fragments already gathered, seek additional confirmation, delaying the inevitable action. This fear of making a final choice, the apprehension of missing something even grander, becomes an anchor holding you back from real forward movement. Scattered energy is the true danger of this period. Your sharp mind, instead of focusing on the existing data and activating it, might start endlessly sifting through options, delving into a superficial study of new, completely irrelevant information streams. You risk getting lost in this mental noise, missing the moment for decisive action. The labyrinth of mirrors will not let you out until you stop looking at reflections and focus on the one real door that is already open. Remember, the universe has already given you all the keys. Your task is not to seek new locks, but to open the one before you. Free yourself from the mental burden of doubt and the illusion of endless choice. True wealth awaits you not in the next reflection, but in the resolve to act on what you already know and feel. The way out of this labyrinth lies not in finding new paths, but in the courage to choose one, the brightest and most resonant with your soul. It is this path that will lead you to your victory. However, around mid-September, just when your internal map of the future seemed almost complete, and your resolve to act grew stronger each day, the universe will suddenly make a move that will turn everything upside down. Unexpected news, arriving from the most seemingly mundane sources, or a chance encounter that forces you to reconsider decisions already made, will hit you like a bolt from the blue. This will not be an easy choice, Gemini. Old familiar plans, into which you invested so much mental energy and hope, will suddenly be threatened with complete disruption. You may feel confused, even resistant, as human nature clings to stability. But do not be afraid. This sudden turn is not an obstacle, but a divine intervention, designed to show you the shortest path to abundance. The universe, your great mentor, knows that sometimes to achieve a goal, it is necessary to change not only direction, but the route itself. This information, initially seeming destabilizing, is in fact the most direct pointer to your true goal, bypassing detours and mental traps in which you might have gotten stuck. It will allow you to see opportunities that were previously hidden by your own prejudices or overly linear planning. Embrace this challenge as a chance not just to adjust your course, but to make a quantum leap. It is in this act of trust in the unexpected that your power lies, capable of transforming chaos into a new order. Do not resist this synchronicity. It is your personal guide to an unprecedented breakthrough, opening the door to an inexhaustible source of wealth that awaits you on an entirely new, accelerated trajectory. It is precisely after this sudden turn, when old maps have burned and familiar routes vanished, that your mind, Gemini, doesn't just adapt, it makes a quantum leap. You will feel your consciousness, like a powerful processor, reconfiguring to an unprecedented speed, catching the subtlest vibrations and subtexts that previously went unnoticed. In this moment, as the chaos of the past gives way to crystal clarity, you will feel it like a click in your head, a sudden epiphany that connects all the dots, transforming scattered bits of information into a single flawless scheme. This is not just intuition, it is an almost electrical discharge running through your neural networks, igniting new connections and unlocking access to profound understanding. Every word, every casual phrase from a nearby table, every news headline flashing across the screen is now not just registered, it is instantly integrated into your internal system, forming a clear and logical picture. Thoughts begin to race, but not chaotically. They purposefully weave invisible threads between seemingly disparate ideas. You are no longer searching, you see these connections, like a visionary architect who suddenly grasps the ideal placement of every brick in their grand project. This synthesis of sounds, images, and concepts becomes your new language, allowing you to decipher the universe's messages with unprecedented speed and accuracy. This is not just luck or coincidence, it is the activation of your unique genetic code, your true nature, which is now, finally, operating at full power. Your ability to grasp and interpret the implicit reaches its apex, transforming the world around you into a living, interactive treasure map. In September, you are not just listening, you are resonating with the frequency of abundance, and every word that passes through this new, accelerated filter of your consciousness becomes pure gold, ready for manifestation. However, this gift of crystal clarity and unprecedented insight, now open to you, Gemini, has its culmination, its sacred time for action. The universe, in its wisdom, not only gives you keys, but also indicates the precise time when these keys will open the most cherished doors. Your window of opportunity, where every deciphered message transforms into a tangible asset, opens with the new moon, occurring around mid-September. It will serve as a powerful impetus for launching new projects and pivotal negotiations. But the true apex of this cosmic synchronicity will occur between September 18th and 23rd, when Mercury, your planetary ruler and master of communications, forms a powerful trine with Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion. This aspect is a celestial mandate for active materialization. During these days, your ability for persuasive communication will peak. Your financial acumen will become infallible, and your intuition will guide you to the most profitable decisions. Every word you speak will possess threefold power, and every idea articulated will instantly find resonance. Do not miss this golden period for finalizing deals, launching initiatives, or holding crucial conversations that will solidify your new, abundant position. This is not a time for delay. This is a time for manifestation, for a decisive declaration of yourself to the world. The universe awaits your confident step. Delaying during these days is tantamount to losing a treasure that is already in your hand. Act while the portal of abundance is open, for it is precisely in this astrologically precise moment that your future takes on its brightest contours, transforming knowledge into the reality of triumph. It is precisely at this astrologically precise moment that your future takes on its brightest contours, transforming knowledge into the reality of triumph. This triumph, Gemini, is not an abstract idea, but a tangible artifact that you hold in your hands, your personal golden contract. This is not just a document, it is a living manifesto of your destiny, the final blueprint crafted from thousands of snippets of phrases, chance encounters, and intuitive insights that the universe generously scattered around you throughout September. Every deciphered hint, every conscious word, every synchronistic turn now merges to form something more than just an agreement. They create the foundation of your new, abundant reality. This golden contract is not only a guarantee of financial well-being, it is the seal upon your freedom, upon your calling, upon the opportunity to finally realize the grand potential that for so long remained merely a sketch. It encodes not only profit figures, but also the path to true meaning, to deep satisfaction from knowing that you, Gemini, have become the true architect of your life. This is the result of your courage to step out of the mental labyrinth, your willingness to trust the unpredictable, and your unique ability to transform chaos into ordered power. It confirms that you have not just found answers, but created them, turning the whisper of the universe into a resounding declaration of your victory. Your task now is not to doubt this gift, but to recognize its undeniable value and accept it with full responsibility. This contract already exists, in the subtle energies of the cosmos and in your own crystal-clear awareness. It awaits your signature, not with ink, but with action, resolve, and unshakable faith that you deserve this triumph. Take it into your hands, activate it, and watch as your future, woven from words, becomes your brilliant reality. The moment of truth arrives, Gemini, when the universe, like an experienced mentor, recedes into the shadows, granting you the right to the final and most important choice. All keys are gathered, all blueprints for the future are complete, and your golden contract awaits activation. But precisely now, when the path to abundance seems so clear, you face the deepest dilemma, dictated by your very nature, to remain in the comfortable role of architect of meanings, endlessly refining the project, or to become its builder, decisively bringing the vision to life. The temptation to continue gathering information, to refine details, to seek an even better option will be incredibly strong. Your analytical mind, accustomed to constant searching and comparison, may incline you to further contemplation, to endlessly sifting through already deciphered messages. This is the path of seeming security, where you avoid potential mistakes but simultaneously miss the moment for a real breakthrough. Abundance, woven from words, will remain only on paper, failing to take material form, and your golden contract will remain unactivated, turning into unrealized potential. The other path, however, is a bold yet inevitably risky leap into embodiment. This is not just a step, but an act of creation, where, relying on the fragments already gathered and the crystal clarity of your vision, you make that decisive choice. This is the moment when your inner voice becomes external, shaping reality. You sign your golden contract not with ink, but with will and action, triggering a chain reaction of events that can no longer be stopped. The risk is great, for any construction is fraught with challenges. But the reward is unprecedented, the full realization of your boldest visions and the securing of your new, abundant position. The universe has already provided you with all the elements for triumph. Now the choice is yours, to remain on the threshold of greatness or to step into it, transforming words into a living, breathing reality. It is at this critical, star-aligned moment, when the golden contract awaits your signature and the universe holds its breath, that the true culmination of all September arrives. This is not a battle against external circumstances, not a struggle with competitors, nor a fight for resources. This is a much deeper and more intimate confrontation, a battle with the most insidious enemy, your own reflection in the mirror of indecision. Your natural gifts, a sharp mind, analytical ability, and boundless curiosity, now face their greatest test. They can become either your most powerful weapon or a trap capable of paralyzing you on the threshold of triumph. At the peak of this period, you will feel all the gathered fragments, all the deciphered messages and woven meanings pressing upon you with incredible force, demanding one thing: a final choice. This is the moment when your intellect, accustomed to endlessly weighing pros and cons, must make a quantum leap from analysis to an unconditional act of faith. The fear of making a mistake, of missing a better option that might be waiting somewhere beyond the horizon, will become your loudest inner voice. It will whisper about potential risks, about the imperfection of the decision made, about the possibility of postponing action until everything becomes clearer. But it is precisely here, in this crucible of doubt, that your resourcefulness and true Gemini genius must fully manifest. You are called not to seek new data, but to use the full power of your mind to cut through the mental noise, silence the chorus of inner critics, and focus on the single door that resonates most strongly with your soul. Your intuition, sharpened by all of September's experiences, will become the sword that cuts through the bonds of hesitation. This is the moment when you must transform your capacity for deep understanding into unshakable resolve to act, based on the knowledge you have already gathered. Your inner I know must become louder than any what if. Embrace this challenge, for it is in this internal victory over yourself that your true tangible triumph is born. And when this internal battle subsides, leaving behind only the echo of past hesitations, you, Gemini, will find yourself in entirely new territory. Here, in the quiet after the storm of doubt, the true nature of your September journey will unfold before you. You will see in your hands not just wealth, but the unprecedented power to transform words into tangible reality. This is not merely a metaphor, it is your new fundamental ability, surpassing any financial assets. You will gain authority, not imposed from without, but forged from your inner clarity and resolve. Your word now carries weight, capable not only of persuading, but also of creating, shaping events, and attracting what you desire. This transformation grants you not just money or love, but something far deeper, true freedom of choice. You are no longer a prisoner of mental labyrinths, no longer a victim of circumstances, but a full-fledged creator of your destiny. Every decision you make, every intention you express, now becomes a cornerstone of your world, which you build with absolute certainty. You have learned not just to listen to the whisper of the universe, but to speak with it as an equal, using your unique language of manifestation. Your perceptiveness, honed to a brilliant edge, allows you to see not only what is, but also what can be, and by the power of your word, to bring it into existence. This gift is your personal alchemical laboratory, where abstract ideas turn into gold and vague premonitions into concrete achievements. From this moment on, Gemini, you step onto entirely new ground, not just renewed, but reborn. The veil of doubt that for years obscured your vision finally lifts, revealing a world that once seemed chaotic and unpredictable, but now appears before you as pliable clay, ready to take any form under your hands. Your perception of the world transforms from constant searching and analysis to confident, purposeful creation. You no longer feel like a detective gathering clues to someone else's fate. You are the master who dictates the terms of your own. The inner chaos that once fueled your indecisiveness is replaced by a crystal clarity of intention. Every decision is now made not from fear of missing out, but from deep knowledge and resonance with your true self. Intuition, once a subtle whisper, becomes a resounding compass, guiding you through any obstacles. The world ceases to be a source of random hints and transforms into an interactive mirror, instantly reflecting your inner attitudes. You begin to see not just surfaces, but deep connections, cause and effect chains that were previously hidden. Every person, every situation, is now not just an element of the external world, but a part of your own creation, responding to your inner impulse. This newfound power also brings new responsibility. The awareness that you are not just a participant, but the key architect of your reality. You no longer wait for the universe to give you a sign. You yourself become that sign, a powerful magnet for abundance. Your new starting point is not a finish line, but a launch pad for an endless cycle of creation. You emerge from September's crucible not just with a golden contract in hand, but with a full understanding of your ability to constantly renew and expand it. This is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of your conscious reign, where every word, every thought, and every action becomes an act of magical creation. It is in this new reality, where your every word and thought gain magical power, that you, Gemini, are to master the art of conscious affirmation. This is not merely a mind game or a pleasant mantra. It is a fundamental law that now governs your destiny. To solidify this unprecedented transformation and direct the flows of abundance into the right channels, the universe offers you a simple yet incredibly powerful tool, an affirmation that will become your personal access code to limitless possibilities. Throughout this entire period, and especially when you feel the need to focus your energy or overcome residual hesitations, repeat these words: my word is my power. My mind is my greatest asset. Speak them not as a memorized phrase, but as a deep realization, as a declaration of your new potent nature. Every spoken word, every mental impulse from now on carries the potential for materialization, and it is your mind, sharpened by September's trials, that is the precise instrument transforming abstract ideas into tangible wealth. This affirmation is not just a reminder, but an activator, a powerful resonator that synchronizes your inner readiness with external opportunities, constantly strengthening your role as master creator. Now that you have mastered the art of turning words into gold, a boundless horizon opens before you. September has been your alchemical laboratory, where you not only found the key to abundance, but also learned to forge it, honing your skill in decipherment and manifestation. This newfound ability is not a static achievement, but a dynamic process that will accompany you always, expanding the boundaries of the possible with each new conscious step. Your consciousness, like a constantly calibrating receiver, is now tuned to the frequency of the universe, catching the subtlest signals and subtexts in every interaction, in every information stream. The world around you has ceased to be a collection of random events. It has become a living, interactive canvas on which you, as master creator, continue to paint your destiny. You emerge from this period not just wealthier, but wiser, with a deep understanding of how the inner world shapes the outer, and how every intention of yours, clothed in words, triggers a chain reaction of synchronicities. This power, this clarity of vision, is your most valuable capital, impervious to inflation and unassailable. Use it with awareness, for now you are not just reacting to the world, you are actively shaping it, creating the reality of your dreams. The key is now yours. But remember, every opened door leads to 100 new, even more captivating paths.